Hey guys, and welcome to the Nations Cup weekly live stream. We are here for Gran Turismo. You're wondering who I might be? My name's Matt Simmons. I'm one of the FIA GT competitors, been a part of the championship since 2018, but also been a big part with Gran Turismo thanks to GT Academy as well. So we are here for round 8 of the Nations Cup, where we are going at Blue Moon Infield Speedway. Infield A track layout in the Mazda Roadster Touring Car. So I'm really excited to be here this week. Gran Turismo has been a big part of my life ever since I was a little kid. I loved cars, and for me, my way to drive them all was on Gran Turismo. Got introduced to it, but way back in GT2. But GT3 was probably my most fond memories because that was the first one I brought, and I was right into it. Absolutely loved it. And then that just grew stronger and stronger. Of course, GT Academy came in 2014, so for me, certainly 2015 and GT Academy was where my life changed forever and got the opportunity to race for real, thanks to essentially Gran Turismo. And it was just an unbelievable dream to be able to achieve. And now, since 2018, I've been a part of the FIA GT Championships. I started way back in Tokyo, so we made the regionals for 2018, and that was my first time ever to Japan. So again, Gran Turismo giving the opportunity to travel the world, and that was just an amazing experience. In 2019, I attended almost all the world tours, and made my goal of making it to Monaco, making it to the world final. Also, an unexpected goal of winning one of the world tours as well, which was the manufacturers for Porsche at Tokyo. So that was a surreal moment and very exciting. Most recently, we had it, of course, in Sydney. So it was really cool to have everyone come to essentially our home world tour and kick off 2020 that way. It was really exciting. And now we're here. We're in these championships and this year, and of course everything's a bit different at the moment, but it's really exciting. The racing's still fun, and tonight I hope it's going to be no difference at all. Okay, so let's get into it, shall we? Make sure I get this right. So let's go to Brand Central. So quite easy to get started with GT Sport. If you want to do FIA or just get into Gran Turismo, PlayStation controller, I've got one just here, or if you do get a wheel, either way, get involved. There's so much you can do, and really exciting both offline and online, whichever way you want to get into Gran Turismo. So let's go have a look at the car for the first part of it. It's the Mazda Roadster Touring Car. Now, I've got fond memories of this car. I did, let's make sure this works. I remember racing this back in GT6 on some community races, and that was awesome fun. So it's great to have it come back into GT Sport, and this race after tonight is going to be pretty nuts, I think. All right, so coming through to the car now, it's a Roadster Touring Car, so it's a bit like a race car, but we're on sports hard tires, so low grip, not much power. So with that, there's a certain way to drive this car, so it makes it quite interesting, quite tricky, but it's certainly is going to allow for lots of close racing, which I love with these types of Nations Cup rounds, where it is just the one make. It's essentially sort of road cars can produce the most exciting racing, so looking forward to that. With that, this car can, even though it's a short wheelbase as well, so it is quite twitchy, so you have to be wary of that when you're going into corner entry and exit. Even though it doesn't have much power, and that'll cost you a lot of time if you're sliding. So hopefully I don't show you too much of that tonight, but you'll certainly see that with the tyre wear and that towards the end of the race. Everyone will be on that limit of trying to make sure they get good exits out of the corner to maximize that speed, but will be tricky in this car. Alright, we'll go through and check out. So heading back to the main screen, we'll go through to Sport, Race Entry. This is essentially where you go to do either nations or manufacturers. And for us, the Oceania region, going through the race entry, we've got 5 slots during the week. We're going to be attending the 4th slot tonight. So see who is in there tonight. There'll certainly be some great, well, guys are very, very quick. Alright, so let's go in. We got 8 minutes until there. So checking out a bit of the settings. So again, we talked about sports hard tyres. So strategy for this one is a bit, sometimes you have to worry about what tyres you have to use. And I'm, for one, haven't always got that right. If you've ever seen me on one of my Twitch streams, I do sometimes get the tyres wrong, or I forget what tyre I've used or select the wrong one. Easy to do. This race is just sports hard. Now, with qualifying, of course, there is no fuel. Fuel's turned off for this year's season. But tyre wear is 20 times. Now, with sports hards, it's not a big tyre wear drop, or in performance either. But in saying that, for this type of car, you're going to have to get yourself in really good track position for qualifying. So that's going to be the key to be able to get a good qualifying lap, because slipstream and tow will give you that little bit that you need to be able to get that extra down the straight. But you've got to get the right spot so you're not held up. So it's going to be tricky. And of course, with the race, bit of fuel. Fuel will last to the end of the race. Tyre wear will get a little bit worn towards the end, but we won't need to worry about pit stops. So it's a flat-out sprint race. Some races I absolutely love like these because you know, you can just go hard and just see what happens. But we've got about 7 minutes. We'll go into race entry, get a couple of laps in for get our warm-up going, and see how we go. Now I have got some questions as well, actually. Let me check that out quickly. That we got through from wonderful people. There we go. So we had from Nikolacic asking which favourite edition of Gran Turismo that I enjoy. And for me, it's my most fondest memories, of course, is GT3, being my very first one I ever drove. And well, finished and just got hooked on. But GT6, I think I've got some really fond memories just with going through that with GT Academy. I think the online for certainly Oceania region, Australia and New Zealand, that really strengthened. So I did some of my most fun races there, and really got involved on the online stuff. So certainly GT3, GT6, it's a close tie. Another question here as well. What do you do to keep your lap times consistent? And is there a method beyond just practicing? Really, really good question. This is from the King of Nothing. And for me, practice is still key. No matter what, I've got a combo I really need to practice on and get myself up to speed. I have to put the time in. No one in the top split and top in the world GT is not putting the time in. Certainly there are ones that you can put less practice in, so it comes more naturally. But certainly that is it. But to get consistent, for me, with my lap times, it's really just with practice. It's, for me, everyone's different, but I like to kind of not go too long in stints. So whether it's 10 laps or doing a race stint, it's key for me to really work out, not overthink it. And then if I can get to a point where I'm driving and I'm not thinking, and I'm driving it quite well, it means it's now I'm starting to remember it, which makes it really, really key. For when you're in a battle like this, that I'm sure I'm going to be joined in, we can not have to think about the driving aspect. We can start thinking about, accelerate, attacking, defending, and all these sorts of things. So yeah, I think for consistency, doing those lap times for what works for you. So understanding braking markers, learn from the top guys, so get those ghosts up. Easiest way to pick up time, and it works quite well. Alright, so just make sure I've got this working. So we're looking at the leaderboard now. So I'm sitting fourth, 23.7 from Metal Gear, very, very quick. He's another, he's a World Tour competitor. Very, very quick, and generally sets a benchmark for us a few times on time trials. But yeah, let's go out and do a couple of laps and do a short lap guide for you to give you an idea of what you need to do in the time trial, which will translate through to the race. We've got about 5 minutes to go, so a bit of a warm-up. Okay, coming through last corner. We're not going full speed at the moment, which you will be going faster through there on your flying lap. So got to hug the inside here, rev the car out, which you'll be able to do in the real one as well, in the race I should say, because you have got enough fuel to rev it out, but you're doing that because you don't have enough power to keep that acceleration up. So really revving the car out will help to get the maximum speed down the straight. Turn 1, you're going into the infield, so just after the arrows here, braking down. Careful over that bump. Try and keep the car on the inside. Keep that speed up and momentum. And lots of commitments needed here for a quick lap with the walls everywhere too. Just after the 100, we're easing it off. Don't want to go too wide like I've done there, but if you do, bring it back so you're back on the ready for the right-hander here. You need a good run out here because it is the infield straight. And it could be a passing opportunity in the race as well, coming into the hairpin. Braking at the bridge, end of the bridge shadow, down to 6th gear. Or 2nd gear, not 6th. Up to 3rd, at the end of the curbs here. Back down to 2nd. We're keeping it quite smooth, but keeping that speed up. Minimum speed up through the apex. Now last corner here, you want to turn just before the 50, aiming for the inside here. And you can go flat. So just missing that. And missing, oh, just touched it. So that corner is going to be the most crucial corner in this race, because you can see a big long straight. If you touch that, you've got someone behind you, you're going to get a massive run, and certainly turn 1's going to be a where the excitement's going to happen for sure. Right, let's see if we can get a bit of a quicker lap together for you. See that minimum speed, let the car flow right out, back up onto the speedway section. Got to keep that speed up a little bit. We can see there we've gained a little bit there. Same as here, but you don't want to go too wide. You've got to get a good exit out. You get on that grass, and that's where you could lose some time. And this will be tricky. When we talk about that short wheelbase, it does allow for it to get a bit touchy going in, twist, and then also going out. So you want to be wary of that. It's going to hurt the tyres a little bit, but also your drive out of the corner. So you see there, just getting a little bit twitchy there. Let's see if we can get through here without touching the wall. Turn in a little bit late then, but that's okay. We missed the wall. Straight back down the inside. A little bit better there. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's get this first corner can make or break me in a lap generally. Oh, and it's broken me there. I've missed the apex. Oh no. It's not a big deal, but because you can't, it's a tough passing opportunity into this corner here because it's not really a break, it's a bit more of a lift. So if you've got someone there, it's going to be feisty through this section. Your two most critical corners is this one and then last corner. If you get those two right and get them consistent, you'll be in a good spot for the race for sure. And keeping that car settled gives you a good exit out. See, they're gaining a little bit. At that 50, turn it in. Oh, we've just turned in slightly too late. It's a tight line through there. If you ever have to lift, try and lift early so you can get on the power as quickly as possible. If you have to lift towards the end of it, it's going to hurt you out of all the way down to the front straight in. Alright, that'll be our last lap. At least we're consistent. Hopefully we can get some speed as we get up into the race. But for sure, races like this, I think certainly the best thing you can do is obviously do some time trial laps. I like to do when preparing for a round, just to get yourself familiar with the maximum performance of the car, and then straight into a lobby, doing some quali runs, race practice runs, racing with guys around, because you need to get to know what the car's like behind slipstream, where your passing opportunities are, how to defend. You can learn a lot from that, and also strategy, which doesn't really apply for this one tonight. We don't have to worry about tyres or fuel, so can be a little bit easier for this race tonight, but also makes qualifying sometimes more crucial because you're not going to be able to do any strategy in the pits or anything to get your track position that you might need. All right, we're in. And we got some serious competition up here. So we got Adam, you may have seen. He's one of our World Tour finalists. Emily Jones. She's seen her at a few World Tours as well as a guest, but very, very fast. Metal Gear, who's Dan Holland, Psydog, Simon Bishop, and McEwen. And we got Conzio. So all those guys are all World Tour competitors and World Tour finalists from last year. So really, really good. And we talked about controllers. Viper Z in 8th is a controller. He's very fast, very quick, so look to see what he can do. It's not other possible to be in a World Tour at speed up with a controller. So points-wise, 299, not too bad. It is a bit of a later slot tonight for us, so 4 slots. So if you guys are coming in, going to enjoy this one, I think. We've got a minute 30. Done a bit of a warm-up already, so we're going to go pretty well. Some guys will get out there, will try to just get themselves familiar with the track. We've got to remember with the qualifying there is only tyre wear, so you should be able to get a couple of laps in. It's going to be all about track position. That's what we need to focus on, and if we can get ourselves in a good spot where we can get a good tow around for the whole lap, it might be what we need to be able to get through to up into the top 5. Let's see what we can do, but we'll have some fun and we'll enjoy it. Got a bit of love there from everyone. Let's see, good fun, these guys. We've been racing. The best part about it is when you do get racing in the nations or lobbies or communities, whatever it may be that you're racing on GT Sport. Certainly, what I've been doing is a lot of these guys I've raced with for years. So you get to know, get that respect as well, and you can really race close. So looking forward to this one. A lot of guys here that I've raced with for a long time, had some great battles. So yeah, that's also what I absolutely love about sim racing, is that enjoyment factor you can get. It's exactly like real racing with that feeling of adrenaline that you get in qualifying and in the race. And this race for sure will hopefully have that same effect. All right, about to start quali. Let's see what we can do. All right. So the tricky part here is who's going to want to lead onto that first flying lap, because they're not going to have tow. The person behind is going to get tow. So let's see where we end up. We'll see if we can get ourselves in a good position. Need to do this sometimes. It's really critical. Most races, qualifying, you have to get yourself in a good track position anyway, so you can get yourself a good lap. And something like this with low power, we'll see. Alright. Well, we're just sitting here at the moment. That's alright. So we're in the midfield. So people here right now will be thinking about, okay, need to set myself up for a lap. Everyone's slowing down now, as you can see. Now, this is when all the games will start playing. So as you can see, we're all just trying to find a spot. Trying to see who's going to lead, essentially. You're going to try and make sure you don't get in the way of other guys as well, but I think we're going to be going off here. We're in the middle. Battling's not going to be key. Got to get yourself in a good spot early. Alright, here we go. We're in a big train here. You might be a little bit close here to Ranger in front of us. You always got to think about that sometimes, because you're gonna get slipstream here, so they're gonna get the same. I'm not sure why we're going down low, but alright, first lap. Let's see what we can do. I always get a bit nervous in qualies. Oh, not a good start. We've slid massively in first corner, but that's okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, and I got touched. I'm going to be holding everyone up here. Bit unlucky. Oh, I just went a little bit wide. It's easy to do. It's alright, we have time though, that's the thing. Just got to regroup. Get yourself set for another lap. These things do happen. That was lucky, I thought I was going to spin then. Oh. Alright, let's try again. There's a bit going on up ahead here. Not sure what's going on. Alright, let's try again. A good lap here. Wonder if he's going to let me in here. He's got a penalty. Oh, it's all kicking off here. This might not be good for me. Oh, that was close. We still might have time for one more lap. Hasn't been ideal yet. That's okay. It's a bit intense. Everyone's trying to set themselves up, as you can see, for the next lap. Their last lap, last flying one. Alright, this should be okay here. We're definitely going to improve compared to that first lap. Let's see where it puts us. It's going to be super tight for quali. Oh, P2 so far. We're close. One more lap. On it here, just depends how we go through here. We're quite close. We need Captain Muffin to nail it. Got to keep my speed up. That's alright, we can work with this. We'll see if we're up here. We might have lost a bit through there, but I couldn't do much because he was out wide. We're still up. That's okay. Could be okay. We are going to lose the toe here. So we might not gain much going down the straight, but that's alright. We'll see where we end up. It's always going to be super tight here. Well done to Holland. Good lap time. Oh, we lost out, so we didn't get that toe. That's alright. P4, P5. Oh no, we're losing a bit here. Emery's nailed it. She got a really good lap in, so well done. But P5, we can work with that. You can see how tight the leaderboard is. Almost everyone separated by no more than a second, which is pretty nuts. Well, that was pretty crazy. Okay, McEwen's done well as well. It's just all about that spread, and you can't really back off either in a way. I didn't help myself on my first lap, unfortunately. Sometimes leaving it all to the last minute does happen. But we'll take that, P5. See what we can do from there. That's a short minute. Now, one thing I'll always say, hydrate before a race. So I've always got water on hand. It's a cracking lap by Emery, well done. That was pretty full on by So for me, I've always been more of a racer than a qualifier. Sometimes I get my qualifying right, which is always a good thing, but yeah, I'm definitely more confident in the races. So we'll see what we can do. Should be pretty fun. You can see pretty much the whole field spread, other than the top two. They absolutely nailed it. From 3rd through to 19th was a second apart. So 1 second. So exciting. It's going to make, hopefully, for the racing to be just the same as well. Whew. Got my heart racing. It was only quali. Oh. You know, it's going to settle. Think about the race. We don't have to worry about strategy as we talked about before, but certainly got to think about your opportunities you're going to get. Try and not create opportunities if you can, obviously, but try and not give any towards the back as well. Now, I love this part because you get to see liveries. There's some very talented people that love to do their liveries, so see what the field looks like. Oh, that was intense right to that last minute, but last second I should say, getting over that line. Alright. Everything's working okay. Round 8. Beautiful. Can't believe it's round 8 already. Alright. Got some funny liveries going on, I think, throughout the grid tonight. I saw a decal come up earlier, which looked like a meme of my face, which I could see on that one there, which is hilarious. So a bit of love there from the guys. Been racing with them for a long time, so always good to... Hope they can share the love on track. We'll see how that goes. He's us in 5th. Got the number 1, so that means we should end up 1st. I think that's how it works. I don't know. Johnny behind in the gold fleck. Beautiful livery. Alright, coming through. So I guess right now for me is just thinking about what we want to do on lap 1. Got to think about cold tyres. Remember, this car doesn't have much grip as it is, so if you are going to go wide, you're going to have all these cars behind you. That's going to make an opportunity and get past you, so you need to be quite crucial of what's going to happen on lap 1, and then try and settle into the race, and then see what we can do as the race goes on. Some interesting liveries. We can see a theme going on with a couple of the guys that I do know that I've raced with for a while. They've all got my face on the bonnet, which is hilarious. Good banter, I love it. Nice big field tonight, it's great. Conzo will be wanting to push all the way up. Let's see what we can do with. We're in the top 5. Let's see if we can keep that going. Keep that top 5. We'll try and get into a podium. Would be an amazing result. We'll see what we can do. Now the heart rate just starts going up just that little bit. Alright, so it's going to settle into it. It's going to be a big, long first lap. So, big train, making no mistakes, quite critical. Quite a tricky corner on cold tyres, I can tell you that now. Metal Gear's already looking for opportunities, trying to get up there as quick as possible. We also, our quickest time is on time trial, so we have some pace here in the race for sure. There's an apex somewhere there. I'll find that next lap, hopefully. Alright, it's going to create an opportunity for me now. Holland had to back off slightly. Couldn't really do much there. Once I went out high, I would have lost position. So, first lap in the bag. Doing alright here. Looks like the front two are side by side. Already seeing a change for the lead. That's what you expect in a race like this. Oh, Nick Mannequin's gone wide. Oh, he's going to come close. Oh, didn't touch. That's the main thing. That was close. Alright, we're up to 4th. Got to keep that minimum speed up. Turned slightly too early there, but that's alright. So Jono Stan's gone through on Nick as well behind me. It can happen if you make that slight mistake. It makes you very vulnerable to the big train which is behind us. I think it's the whole field still. Right, now he's got to focus on getting up to the front here. These guys have some serious speed. They're all... Don't have to worry about fuel. We can rev the car out, which is a good feeling. Oh, don't want to cut too much and get loose with the grass. You can see there, Metal Gear's already made up the gap to the top two, so defending will help. It'll help me get up there. Holland's gone a bit wide. Oh, so did I on the exit. Alright, now we're in the fight. 1 second, top 4. Jesus. We're going to be in for a cracker here, I think. Metal Gear's gone from 4th to 1st in a couple of laps, so he's got... This is a tricky part. Oh. It's quite tricky to pick up your brake markers now because we're on bumper cam. Well, we got a good run here. We can't do much. A race like this, you might get a bit of bumps here and there, which is okay. It's all a part of it. Losing a little bit out there. They seem to get a better exit than I do. But you can see how much it costs me, because even if I'm in the toe, they're slightly pulling away. Got to have that commitment in that last corner. That's alright. 8 tenths separates the top 4. Just going to make sure you get this apex. Can't do much here in the infield. You've got to set yourself up for this corner here. This is a very crucial corner. Get a good run out. Oh, I can't do anything. Oh, she's tight. Just not getting that corner right slightly, which is costing me each lap, but we'll figure it out. Only a third way through. See, the field split a little bit. Just battles all the way through, which is exciting. We've got a bit of a gap now broken away, the top 5. Oh, someone's got a penalty there. I'm not sure what from. It's going to hurt a little bit with how close the field is. The top 5 is. Oh. These types of races just have to be patient. Wait for your opportunity if it comes. Oh, not a good apex to miss. I think guys are catching up after all that. You can see 6, Nick Mannequin catching up. So that's what can happen in these races. If you're battling up front, it's just going to bring everyone up, which is a good thing. But it is an opportunity for them to get back. We've got another fight for the lead. Fortunately, that penalty is going to hurt Emery a little bit here. We're up into the podium position. Bit of a late move there, but he got it covered. It's fine. Oh, look at our train now. More than 5 cars now. We're only halfway through the race. Oh, anything can still happen. See some familiar names there in the top 8. Adam and Sidog or Simon. They've made their way up in the top 8. Past my McEwen there. This is door-to-door racing. It's what you expect with the MX-5s. It's going to be who blinks first. Oh, he's gone very wide. There's an opportunity. On the power too quickly. Got too excited there. It's easy to do. Very hard to do that corner when you're right on the bumper. We got Jono with the flashing tactics, flashing the headlights. Alright, let's see if we can hold on. See if we can hold on to this podium here. Anyone in the top 8 can actually win this. Anyone. You'll be wary when you're this close too that you're going to have to back off a little bit earlier. Make sure you're not... Make sure you're getting those key runs out of the corners like this one. So you can hold position. Oh, we slightly lifted. Just gives... Miss the wall though, that's all that matters. See, Adam's moving up through the field. He's up to 5th. And again, the same notion, side by side. Oh, I think Holland's hit the wall slightly. Or Metal Gear. Oh, I've got to run on both. So tempting to want to send it, but got nowhere I can really go here. We've even got a good run out here too, but this isn't a passing opportunity up here. You just make it an opportunity for the guys behind you to pass you if you do anything there. Oh, I'm not sure what's happened there from McEwen. Make sure we don't hit that wall. We hit that wall and we're going to lose. Could be 2 or 3 spots. So you can see the tyres there. The right side tyres are starting to get a little bit worn, which is because they're loading on those big corners. Had to ease off then, so we would have contact with Metal Gear in the middle of the corner. Oh, we got a bit loose here. Well, we've got to run here, we've got to run. I think we're side by side everywhere here. Oh, slight touch. Just trying to get back on the inside to cover my spot. Oh god, it's all happening. This is racing, isn't it? Oh. So out of all that, we're P2. Adam's up to P3. So he's storming the field. And we've still got 4 laps to go. We're in the lead. We've hit the lead. How long can we make this last? catching on behind me here. Adam's up on the inside. Simon here's up. Oh, here we go. It's all cracking on here. So, now it's a straight drag race down into turn 1. We've got Adam though getting the double toe. Got to think about that. Got to give racing room where it's due. It's kicking off here. Probably the one place I don't... Oh, Holland must have got... Metal Gear must have had a penalty. There was contact earlier, so possibly then. So Adam now. Adam's up to second. What a storming drive. And he's got pace. We're down to the last 2 laps. Oh, I'm starting to feel nervous. Well, that saved me a little bit. Adam just hit the wall. And we've got a gap back to third. So 2 laps to go. We've got to start defending now. We're on the business end of the race. We've got the flashing from Adam. He's trying to go around the outside. It's going to be a tough call from there. Got to give him room on the outside though, we haven't got a full overlap. Oh, this is intense. One mistake and we could end up down in 5th. I've got to get a good exit out here now because we need to get down to that first corner. In first still. Oh no, no, we're good. I think we've got a bit of a breakaway here. So me, Adam and Jono, so it's a fight. Top 3. Last lap now, we've got to go all the way to defend the whole way. He's got a good run though. Alright, we got this. Oh no, we've had to lift. We're on the last lap. I just looked up and realised it's the final lap. Right, they're going to get a run on that last lap, on the last corner, so I've got to make sure I get that right. Oh, he's chucked it in. It's the last lap. That sets ourselves up here. Oh, it's kicking off. This could work for me here. Oh, we're on. Just got to get this last corner right. Well, we might have this. I don't know yet. I don't count out. I don't know how we've done it. And Jono up to P2. And we somehow get the win. What a race. Woo! That was intense. That was nuts. Whew. That was exactly how I thought a roadster race would be, but didn't think I'd get the win. That was insane. Virtually everyone in that top 8 could have won. That was intense. Whew. Stoked with that. It's always a nice feeling when you get the win. But good, fair racing. I've raced with a lot of these guys for a long time. So as long as you're giving them room, they're going to give you room back. And it's always rubbing, and rubbing's racing. We're going to have that with this type of car and combination. So I think that was really good fun. Really fair racing with everyone. Unfortunate with some of the penalties there. You're going to get that sometimes where the contact is. But you can see how close it was in the end there. Got the heart race, and I tell you, that was mental. Good fun. This is what FIA racing is all about. We got the victory. That was awesome fun. Get my breath back now. That was intense. Always a nice feeling when that can work out. Great racing by everyone. Good racing. Got to thank everyone there. I basically raced with everyone at that point. At some point or another, I raced with those 5, so that was really, really good fun. That was intense. But this type of racing is going to be like that, though. You've got to make those opportunities where they are. Looks like Adam slightly got a penalty for when he was bumping me, which can happen sometimes. But that was insane. That was nuts. So you can see how tight the field was there for the top. We're saying top 7, and I think something happened with McEwen towards the end there. But there was battles all the way through the field, so it makes an exciting combo for sure. That was crazy. Oh my god. So I hope that gives you a bit of a taste of what the FIA is all about. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. If you want to get involved, as we said, it's really easy. It's accessible, whether you got a controller or a wheel for PS4 and GT Sport. Get online, check out Nations. It all goes by driver rating and safety rating, so you'll be racing guys around your pace. And yeah, get that opportunity if you get high enough to get chances to go to places like World Tours and so forth. It's really, really exciting. But I hope you really enjoyed that, and enjoyed me on this week's live stream. If you liked it, please press the like on the video, and subscribe to the Gran Turismo YouTube channel. This series is going to continue on. More awesome drivers in the seat here showcasing their skills, and hopefully getting more victories. We'll see how we go. But thanks everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Space.